What is going on, gamers? It is your man Super Dad Heroics back again with another Madden 18 Ultimate Team video. And in today's video, basically what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be covering predictions for positional heroes and maybe some advice that I may have for you as far as investing. It's that time of year where there's going to be a lot of different sets that are going to be coming out. There's going to be cards to invest in. One of those biggest things is going to be positional heroes. A lot of you that have been playing Madden throughout the years know that, I mean, the positional hero sets have kind of changed over the last couple of years, but for the most part, you basically have to put in a series of cards and either put it in a core elite, or you have to put in other cards in regarding to that resemble for those like positions. So back in the day, it used to be like road to playoffs and stuff like that. Now, what I feel for this year is you are still going to probably have to put random golds, possibly silver players. Normally, a couple of years ago, they had it to where you have to put specific gold or silver players into the sets. Last year, they changed it where you could put randoms, so I think that will stick as well. But I think that instead of having to put, I think this year they'll probably implement to where you have to put more of the gold team tokens and possibly the elite tokens as well, going along with random gold and silver players and the actual core elite of those players, or a random amount. So now the only ones that I did not do yet are the punter and kicker. Now I'm going to split this up into an offense and to a defensive video. So this one will be offense, the next one will be defense. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably put a punter and a kicker in the defense. What I probably should have done is done the kicker, because kicker is more offense, punter is more defense. So either way, I will go ahead and I will put those in as far as predictions for who I think will be the punter and kicker. Okay, so like I said, in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my thought process as far as, who I thought was in the run-in to possibly get the positional hero, and then I will show you in the same Excel spreadsheet, I will show you who I think is going to be the positional hero for these positions, and then I'll talk quickly about the trade block. So why don't I go ahead and pull it up for you here. So basically, what I have here is for the offensive positional heroes predictions. All right, so we'll start with the offensive line, and I kind of tried to set it up as if you would probably see it on a page: offensive line in front, quarterback, running back, fullback in the backfield, wide receivers, and everything like that on the side here. Actually, let me fix this. This is going to bother me. I'm like OCD about certain things, and I didn't do it before the video. It's more likely my fault. But let me fix it there. Okay, good. There we go. Alright, so for the left tackle positions, I went ahead and I thought that Andrew Whitworth for the Los Angeles Rams and Taylor Lewan for the Tennessee Titans were good fits to get the positional hero for the left tackle. I did choose Andrew Whitworth. The reason why I chose Andrew Whitworth is because the Rams had so much success. Jared Goff had a lot of success this year passing the ball, and then Todd Gurley had a phenomenal amount of success running the football this year. So I think that Andrew Whitworth definitely is deserving of the positional hero, give or take that he was a big reason for a lot of the success in the offensive line growth, with him being a free agent pickup from last year. At the left guard spot, I have Richie Incognito from Buffalo, and then Kalichi Osemele from, he is not from Baltimore. He is from Oakland. And I'm going to go with Richie Incognito. Richie Incognito has gotten the positional hero before, and he's a very, very popular offensive lineman. And a lot of my decisions, guys, was based of it on stats that the players had throughout the course of the year. But a good portion of it would be like what people that play the game, what would drive packs, what would people want to see. So in the major positions. So Richie Incognito is definitely a Mutt favorite. So I definitely went with Richie Incognito. Not that Felicio Assembly is not, but you know, a lot of people do like Richie Incognito. For the centers, I have Travis Frederick and Matt Paredes. I'm going to go with Travis Frederick. He's always one of the best centers in the National Football League, and he always seems to get positional hero cards, and that's because people love his run blocking. He's physical. He's got good impact blocking in the game, so I definitely would like to go with Travis Frederick, and I chose him for the center position. At the right guard, I have Zach Martin and Brandon Brooks. I went with Brandon Brooks here. Brandon Brooks was a big acquisition a couple of years ago for the Philadelphia Eagles from Houston, and he came in and played extremely well for them, solidifying that right side with Travis Kelce in the middle, Lane Johnson at the right tackle spot, and then Brandon Brooks at the right guard spot. Zach Martin hasn't gotten a positional hero yet that I remember, so I think that Brandon Brooks is probably the better fit here for the Eagles as far as when it comes to offensive positions. Right tackle, I have Lane Johnson and Jake Conklin. Probably two of the best favored players in Madden right now as far as at the right tackle spot. A lot of people either have Lane Johnson, they have Jake Conklin. They did just drop Ultimate Legend Dan Dierdorf, and a lot of people do like Dan Dierdorf as well. I went with Jake Conklin. He's fast. Not that Lane Johnson is not, but he's fast. He's physical. He's got a good amount of strength. And I think a lot of people, when Lane Johnson had the Team of the Year, and then Jake Conklin had that 95 playoff one, I think a lot of people were running Jake Conklin over Lane Johnson. So I went with Jake Conklin. For the tight end position, I have Travis Kelce, Delaney Walker, and Evan Ingram. Now what I did was 2 choices for the offensive line, 3 choices for quarterback and running back, 2 for fullback, and then 2 for each wide receiver, 3 for tight ends. I went with Travis Kelce here. Travis Kelce had over 1,000 yards receiving for a tight end. He was a big help to Alex Smith, who had a great year this year. And Travis Kelce has yet to get a positional hero card. He does have a 95 overall team playoff card, but I think that Travis Kelce definitely is worth getting the tight end positional hero card. Delaney Walker right underneath, a big favorite. Both Delaney Walker and Travis Kelce are both favorites in Madden. I think Evan Ingram will definitely be because of how fast he is. A lot of people will be using him. But I think that Travis Kelce definitely deserves the tight end positional hero award, and I think that it was definitely sell packs. A lot of people like to use that card. Now, going to the quarterback spot here, I've got Russell Wilson, Alex Smith, and Jared Goff. I don't really feel like Russell Wilson is a big pack seller. I don't feel like he is. Now, I did see a good amount of people using him in Ultimate League and in the club championship. And a lot of people did also use Jared Goff. I'm going to go with Jared Goff here. Jared Goff had a great season. He led his team into the playoffs, which Russell Wilson did not. He had a phenomenal year. I think that Jared Goff deserves the quarterback position hero of the year. I think he had like 30-something touchdowns with like 10 or less interceptions. So I definitely think that Jared Goff deserves the quarterback positional hero of the year. Going to the fullbacks here, James Devlin and Zach Line. Now, James Devlin did get a 94 overall Team of the Year card, which is why I chose Zach Line. The reason why, if you guys don't know, Zach Line got a Team of the Week card a few weeks ago, or like 5 or 6 weeks ago, got a Team of the Week card. And only reason why I'm choosing him is because of him blocking, both Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara had phenomenal rushing stats throughout the course of the year for the New Orleans Saints. So I think it's only fair that being that New Orleans had 2 offensive running backs that had so much success in the running game, I think that Zach Line definitely deserved that. So I feel like, and it's been keen for them to give random fullbacks positional hero cards. So I'm gonna go with Zach Line. For the running backs, I chose Mark Ingram, LaShawn McCoy, and Jordan Howard. I'm going to go with Mark Ingram here, man. Mark Ingram really had a good year this year. Was a big reason for the offensive movement for the New Orleans Saints this year, along with Alvin Kamara. I definitely think that Mark Ingram is a strong deservant of the running back positional hero. And there was talk about him being a bust. he wasn't going to live up to the hype. Well, he showed everybody wrong this year, and he really played well and balled out. So I definitely think that Mark Ingram is a good, strong possibility for getting the halfback position hero. And another thing, guys, a lot of these cards that I picked also have high core elite cards. Jane Conklin has one, Brandon Brooks has one, Travis Frederick, Richie Incognito, Andrew Whitworth, Travis Kelce. A lot of these cards have a high overall core elite card. Now, Jared Goff doesn't. I believe his is like an 81 or something like that, or a gold card. Zach Line doesn't. So some of them don't. But for the good amount of these guys, they have a good, decent, high overall core elite card. Now, I think a lot of them, like Jared Goff and maybe Mark Ingram, that have low core elites or no core elites, you'll probably have to put in maybe a Team of the Week card or something like that, or a little bit more tokens to get that. They'll supplement it for that. Going over to the wide receiver one choice, I got DeAndre Hopkins and Julio Jones. DeAndre Hopkins led wide receivers this year with 13 touchdown receptions. Now, he did get a Team of the Year card. However, I think that he is going to get a Positional Hero card. He did a phenomenal job this year. Probably was one of the best wide receivers in the National Football League this year alone. He's just a very athletic, just an amazing athlete, and I definitely think that he's deserving of getting the Positional Hero for wide receiver one. Wide receiver two, Larry Fitzgerald's getting really kind of right near the end of his tank, and he had a really good year this year. He had over 1,100 yards. He had 109 receptions. I don't know what Larry Fitzgerald's stats are going to be like next year. Now, he may get a career tribute near the end, if he decides to retire. But he had a really, really good year this year, and I think Larry Fitzgerald definitely should get and is deserving of having a Positional Hero card for him. And I also picked Michael Thomas from the New Orleans Saints, but I chose Larry Fitzgerald for the wide receiver number two. Let me know what you guys think about these choices, guys. Let me know if you guys like them. If you think that maybe I made a wrong choice. If there's somebody that you think should have been on this list that I did not put on this list. Let me know in the comment section. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Like each other videos. I really, really appreciate it. Now, again, I'm going to quickly touch on as far as investments, guys. So when you're going to investments and you're going to go look at it, you got to look at you can look at my list, you can look at a bunch of lists. Everybody made lists, but you can look at a few lists and then think about who you think is a good possibility. And depending on your coin stack and everything like that, you want to invest smart. So the biggest things that I think that people should be investing in right now is team tokens, gold and elite tokens. You need to get those. They're definitely going to be incorporated into the Positional Hero sets. No question about it. But when you're looking at some of the core elites, as far as like, for instance, we'll go with the left tackles here, right? So we'll go with left tackles, and we'll look at Taylor Lewan, and we'll look at Taylor Lewan, and we'll look at I'm drawing a blank. Andrew Whitworth, right? So Andrew Whitworth had a core elite, which I think was an 88 overall, actually. Was it an 88 overall? Okay, yeah, 88 overall. Okay, 89. So he's got an 89 overall. So right now, he's up here for 29,000 coins. Okay, now, maybe when I drop this video, maybe Positional Heroes came out. I don't necessarily know. The reason why it's kind of late coming out is only for the simple fact that at the end of the week last week, Thursday, we were going to do it Thursday. I had a migraine headache and I was in bed all day. I couldn't do it. Friday, my kids were sick, so we had to take them to the doctor. We just had a lot going on. Saturdays, I was playing basketball in the morning, and then went out later on that day with the family, and I was out. And then Sunday, I was out pretty much all day and everything like that. So it was a busy last 4 days between me getting sick, and then I had all these plans set up. Everything was going to get done on Thursday, and Thursday really kind of screwed me up. So I'm going to try to cram a bunch of videos in today and get them out for you. So depending on your coin stack, he's going for 29K. I would definitely wait on something like this, you know, before you just go and you pounce on it. But Andrew Whitworth would be probably one that I would invest in. And then if you go to the Tennessee Titans, and Taylor Lewan, I believe, has an 87 overall core elite card. You know, he's up here for, you know, 18K. It looks like it's cheap one. 18K, 19K. This could be one that where you maybe pick up 2 or 3. You know, a Taylor Lewan, I would definitely probably pick up, you know, maybe 1, maybe 2, depending on your coin stack. Definitely maybe at least 2 minimum for Taylor Lewan, just because of how cheap he is. So I would probably go with like 1 Andrew Whitworth and like 2 Taylor Lewans just in case. Offensive lines, you don't really want to invest in too much. But you also want to kind of budget. Look at your coin stack. Look at what you have. Look at how much you want to spend as far as like investing in it, and then go from there. You know, that's something that you probably should do. Be smart with your investments, and everything like that. Quarterbacks, typically, if you're going to go with like a quarterback, I would definitely invest in maybe like 2 to 3 of the player you think will get it. If there's a couple of people that you think, choose the more likely one and invest a little bit more, and look for, again, in this kind of situation, I think Andrew Whitworth is going to get it, but I'll probably invest 2 in Taylor Lewan and 1 in Andrew Whitworth, only for the simple fact as far as how much their core elite is costing him. So go off of what their cost is on the auction block, and make your necessary investment purchases. Again, be smart with your money, guys. Don't be, you know, foolish with it. Don't just all ride in on one player, and then it turns out to you know, blow up in your face. So be smart with it. Like I said, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that it was informative for you. Be smart with your coins, spread it out, and then don't always be an impulse buy. You know, like if you wait on Taylor Lewan, maybe it goes down to 14K. Maybe Andrew Whitworth goes down to like 20K, 18K, or something like that later today. Right now it's 10:35 in the morning. There's not a lot of people that are on. A lot of people, I think it's George Washington Day or something like that. So a lot of people may not be on right now, but later in the day, later at night, because it's cheaper. So be smart with it, guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that it was informative for you. The defensive one will be coming out after this. I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys are new to the channel, please, again, hit that subscribe button. If you liked the thought process behind this, leave me a comment in the comment section. If you like the list that I created, put it in the comment section. If you think that there was a player that wasn't on there that should have been, put that in the comment section as well. In the description, I'll also leave my Twitch, guys. I do stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/SuperDadHeroics. Be sure to follow me on there, and you can turn on your notification that when I go live, you'll get a notification on there. When you subscribe to my YouTube, be sure to hit that bell icon so you get a notification when I upload a new video. Again, I appreciate you guys coming through. Thank you for watching. I'm Super Dad Heroics. Stay heroic, guys, and I'm out.